Hi there, Pisces. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we're looking at June 8 through June 14. And a very interesting week this week with Neptune, your ruler, in your sign, going out of phase in your first house of ego and personality for the next 5 months. And this is a time when life is going to get very real and very obvious for many of you. Although Neptune's yearly sea change does not alter the essential introverted and highly subjective nature of this planet, it does make it even more internal. This retrograde period can bring benefit to those who work behind the scenes for the common good, such as healers, nurses, or counselors. If you are working on your bucket list, this would be a good time to check off a couple of items. So just when things seem to be getting back to normal, with Mercury moving direct in your fourth house of home and family, June 11, Neptune is going out of phase. And as I said, it's going out of phase where you may feel as if something you had hoped or planned for or wished for is not going to come true. It's almost like a Disneyland fairy tale thing where the prince isn't coming, or the glass slipper isn't going to fit, or the princess doesn't turn out to be a princess after all. Now, also in the mix is Mercury, the communicator, moving direct in your fourth house of home and family. If you've been having issues communicating with people in your family, communicating with flatmates, neighbors, anything domestic actually, this is a time when you'll be able to sort things out and it won't be so strained or weird, especially in a roommate situation, because you like to live a very quiet, often introverted life. And if you have roommates, that might not be as possible as you would like. However, sometimes things have to be done. So whether you can have a talk, whether you can just make it obvious that this is, not working, or whether you can set aside time just for yourself to go somewhere, relax, unwind, sit by the ocean, which is, the best place for you, that would be great. Now, in other retrograde news, if you can believe it, Saturn, the planet of focus and discipline, is retrograding back into Scorpio. It has been in Sagittarius, moving direct for most of this year, but it is going out of phase for 3 months in your ninth house of overseas travel, higher education, and spirituality. Now, interestingly enough, as Saturn holds steady in the last 2 degrees of the watery deep of Scorpio for the next 3 months, the 29th degree of any sign is known as the karmic degree. With Saturn at 29 degrees Scorpio, the focus is going to be on forgiveness, Pisces, something that you are very good at. Since everyone has a skeleton or 6 in their closet, this is the time when some of those old bones might start to rattle. So it could be a cleansing time with Saturn out of phase. If you know anyone born under the sign of Scorpio, Capricorn, they are definitely going to be affected and definitely going to need some of your clairvoyant and psychic and healing, because Pisces, you are the sign known for that. So be prepared to be in demand. Have a great week. Great speaking to you, and I look forward to speaking to you again next week.